Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nora Zitela, a 24-year-old woman who dropped out of medical school to pursue her dreams of being a painting artist and many more creative adventures. So if you're new here, if this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, hi, I really hope you enjoy your stay here. I really hope you enjoy my obsession. And then if you are my returning subscriber, hi, hello Pookie, how are you? I hope you're doing great because I'm doing great too. I'm doing great too. So yeah, welcome to week 2 of the Artist Way. So yeah, today I'm talking about week 2. Since last week we talked about week 1. And I'm gonna be honest, you guys, week 2 went by really fast, really fast, and I feel like I had not done any work, and I haven't been able to sleep this week because out of nowhere I got a creative search and I started creating and didn't sleep. I think Wednesday night, if I'm not, I think Wednesday night. So I didn't sleep that night. So I feel like this week went by really fast, and I think I'm gonna start week 3 today. I've already done the reading. I'm just gonna start attempting the tasks tomorrow, but otherwise week 2 has been like, it just went by really fast. When I tell you that my weeks end on Wednesday and they start on Thursday, it was yesterday, which was Friday, that I got to do my artist date, and excuse me, and it is Saturday. I'm drinking Coke, so forgive me. It is Saturday, and it is now that I'm making a video, and I had made a commitment to make them on Wednesday, but because the week went by really fast and I felt like I didn't do nothing, even though I've done a lot, I've gotten so far, I just felt like I did nothing. So week 2 is called the recovering sense of identity. So this week, obviously I'm gonna talk about the tasks. I'm gonna talk about how many did I do, and I'm gonna do a check-in, which I have not done. But you know what? I'm gonna give myself grace and I'm gonna do the check-in with you guys, I guess, because I didn't even remember that I didn't do the check-in. But I'm doing great, I swear. I'm really rocking this workbook, and I can see it working. I don't know. I can see it working. You're gonna hear what happened this week. So this week, the tasks that were there, it was a lot, you guys, but yeah, let's get into it. Let me read you the tasks that were there, and I'm gonna tell you if I did it or didn't. Okay, so week 2 tasks. So I was supposed to read the basic principles of being an artist, or principles that will allow you to create. The first task that I was given was that during the morning and night I should find time and be quiet and be focused and read the basic principles. And I needed to be aware of my emotions. How did I feel with each and every principle as I read it through? I'm gonna put them somewhere so that you can see. It's like their affirmations type of thing. And I'm gonna be honest, I did this activity twice this week. I was able to read the first time that I did it, which was Tuesday or Monday. I was able to read the basic principles during the day, And then the second time that I did it, it was during the night. Another time I got at work, so 3 times, and in none of that I was able to. In none of those days, I was able to do exercise morning and night. But yeah, I will come back to it, I guess. Maybe when the weeks are done, because once you are done with the workbook, you're gonna carry on doing some exercises too. But then there won't be any tasks for the next 90 days. So I am counting on that time with this activity, or just any regular day. The second task that I was given was to list 5 things in which my time goes to this week. How much time do I give each thing, and which things did I do this week that I wanted to do, and which things that I had to do, like which are shoots. And then another question that I was asked is how much time do I spend helping others and discarding myself, and have any of my blocked friends triggered doubts in me, which I do have blocked friends which are artists, but I don't think they have problem. They don't bring me any type of doubts and whatever. And even the blocked ones, they really encourage me to go on. Yeah, well. And then, did I do this exercise? I didn't. The only thing I did was make a timetable for this month to try to follow. I made it Sunday. Did I ever follow a thing? Because right now, in my timetable, I'm supposed to be painting, not making a YouTube video. Because a YouTube video, I would have made it Wednesday. So yeah. But like I said, guys, this week really went by fast, and I don't know what to say. And I was really because I had told myself to show up here every week. I'm just making sure that I'm showing up every week and being consistent. You know? Okay, so sorry. So again, the third task was that I was supposed to draw a cycle. Inside that cycle, I should place topics I need to protect. I did this exercise, and then I should place the name of those people I find supportive. I did that, so yeah. And then what else? And then outside the cycle, I needed to write the people I needed to protect myself from. I did that, and then I've already placed this map where I write my morning pages. The paper is here. And then another task that I was given, which is task number 4. I should list 20 things that I enjoy. I did this task. I love this task because it gives me ideas on what I could do on my artist dates. And you know what, once you list the 20 things, you're supposed to pick one which will be the goal for this week. And mine was to, and when I did this exercise, I wanted to do self-care night, but I didn't do that. Excuse me. But I ended up doing something that I said I would do long time ago, which was making myself a waist bead. Making myself waist beads. I want to show you. Yeah, that was fun, and it was even my artist dates, and I really enjoyed that. Oh my gosh. And then okay, I was supposed to name the 20 things that I like to do, and then name when last did I do them, and then maybe pick one so that I can set a goal into doing it this week. Done. Aside. Then I should write chosen affirmations 5 times each day in my morning pages. I did that. Every time I was writing my morning pages, I did that. That task done. I love that task. I feel it does a lot of impact, and I really enjoy it. I love affirmations, if I'm being honest, because I feel they have helped me a lot. I feel I'm here because of affirmations. I very much believe in hearing yourself, hearing the things you are saying to yourself. I very much believe in saying what I think of myself out loud, which is why I really, 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 really love affirmations with everything in me. Then I was supposed to add 5 imaginary lives from the other ones. I think it was 10 that I mentioned last week. That is a task I didn't do because I think I will forget living my life the way I would have lived it in another life. I don't know. Say I choose I want to live a life of a dancer. I feel I would forget. I feel. You know that's right. I'm always feeling. Okay, so another task that I was given was to do a life pie. So this is where I was supposed to draw a circle and divide it into 6, which was into spirituality. One piece is spirituality, the other is romance or adventure, the other is play, the other is work, and the other is friends, and the other is exercise. And I had to put a dot according to how I felt. What did I feel? Do I feel satisfied about that area of my life? So if I'm satisfied with that area in my life, the dot will be towards the end of the cycle. And if I'm not satisfied with that area in my life, the dot will be towards the center of the division of the circle. So yeah, that is what I did. But yeah, I did that exercise. I really love it. The last time I also did it, and this time I'm gonna put it next to where I write my morning pages so that I can always maybe update it so that I can update it as time goes. I really love my makeup. Like, this is the first time I do my makeup sort of this extra. Like, I'm always scared of looking like I have makeup on, which is so ridiculous because I have makeup on. Can you see how patriarchy can just ruin things for you? I digress. And then so yeah, that was all for my tasks this week, and I did half of them this time, so I think I did well. So let's move on to check-in, which we're gonna be doing together right now. So under check-in, the question was, what were you surprised to find yourself writing about in the morning pages? So the first question is about the morning pages, just that I didn't rewrite the check-in. So it's the check-in for week 2 is how many days this week did you do morning pages? And this week I did morning pages 4 times. Yeah, this week was rough. And how's the experience for me? I have gotten answers for some things that I questioned for last week. I feel a lot of things have been solved compared to last week. Like last week, when I was writing, there was a lot of questions, and this week, somehow, when I was writing, I got the answers. But there's more questions. But yeah, I think the experience going as it should. Then the last question on the first question is, what things were you surprised to find yourself right about? I think I'm surprised by the answers that I got. It's weird. It's woo. But I meditate to a game. Okay. So the second question is, did you do your artist date this week? I did. I had fun. What did I do? I went to buy the beads that I needed to make my waist beads, and I got ice cream alone. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I genuinely enjoyed that date, especially because it extended to the evening where I got to make the waist beads. So chef's kiss. And then number 3, which is the third question of the check-in questions. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant for your recovery? Yes. Which were those issues? Or describe them. So the issues that I had this week is that there's a lot of creative things that I want to do, and I don't know if I'm someone who can do all of those things all at the same time. There's a lot of creative adventures that I want to be on. It's a lot of them, and I don't know. I don't know if I should do them all at once or focus on one thing and whatnot. But we're gonna figure that out as time goes. So I'm chilled. I'm just aware of this. Okay, I'm actually really tired of sitting down, so I'm gonna finish up the last part here. So I did mention that in each week you do your reading, then do tasks, and then do check-ins, right? So what I've decided is that I'm gonna tell you guys the things that stand out to me, and I feel they can help others too. So under the reading of week 2, I read about trusting my creativity, and if I'm being honest, that really helped me. It came through for me because last week I really enjoyed creating one of my pieces, which I'm still creating, and I really enjoy creating the waist beads, which I feel they turned out really beautiful. I really wanted to get on another creative adventure, but then I couldn't find all of the materials. But then I know for sure that even them too, it too would have turned out to be a really beautiful creation. So yeah, so that part of reading really helped me. What do you mean? I'm trusting my creativity? That is so sexy. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's sexy, because especially after coming out of weeks and weeks of doubting my creativity. So yeah. Another passage that stood out to me in week 2's reading was the poisonous playmate, which the chapter talked about how you should place yourself in supportive environments instead of constantly placing yourself in environments that don't see you as an artist, or the places that make you feel a lot of doubt. Even could be friendships, mostly friendships or family members. So yeah, type thing. So mostly you should be aware as to when to protect yourself, and yeah, type. of things. Last but not least, Julia Cameron do mention that it is harder to be a blocked artist than to do the work, and I really feel that way. I truly feel it. I feel it so much, because imagine having a failed dream that haunts you all the time whilst you pursue dreams that have nothing to do with you. And I feel we do that for the most part to feel safety. I've talked about this, but I'm gonna talk about it every time. I think most of the time people do ignore their dreams for the reasons being safety or being accepted in the community and whatnot. And I'm gonna be honest, it really takes time for one to get over that. If anything, it took me years. I didn't just wake up and I was like, you know what, I'm done believing I'm not worthy of being an artist. It took me years of denial, years of self-doubt, and a lot of self-limiting beliefs to finally be brave enough to be like, this is not the path I want, this is the path I want. And I'm gonna be honest, it's so difficult, you guys. It's so difficult to do something that you have never seen, you've only heard about in the stories that you used to read. I am scared. Like, I'm doing it scared. Even posting here, I'm so scared all the time. But I'm gonna do it anyways, because I really believe in this shit. But yeah, if you enjoyed watching me yep, please do like, subscribe, and comment if there's anything you wanna add or anything that you wanna ask about. I don't know. Bye.